guys, welcome back to another video, and this is what if Naruto had the power of the seven deadly sins part 8. And yeah, hope you guys will enjoy this part and roll intro. Welcome back, guys. It's Jet here, and so yeah, this is what if Naruto had the power of the seven deadly sins, part 7. Not 7, 8. My bad. Okay, so last time we left off was where I said that Jiraiya left the six pads, got 3 of the 6 pads of pains, and sorry about that. Yeah, my thing just messed up. Anywho, I meant to say that Jiraiya got 3 out of the 6 pads of pain. No, what's it called? Sasuke finds out the truth about Itachi, and that he is, Madara still takes him, and Sasuke has not got his eyes implanted. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say, Sasuke, while fighting Itachi, there's one thing different. He had the Mangekyo before that through measures of him having some Hashirama cells some cells in him. So he had the Mangekyo, and he didn't have the Susanoo, but he was already using things like, he didn't have the Amaterasu, so I'm going to say that he had like the Susanoo ribcage, and he was just using it a lot during trading. So I'm just going to say that he already went a tiny bit blind, so he already asked Madara to change his eyes, Obito, to change his eyes. So yes, he still got his eyes changed, and I'm just going to say he has to wait a longer time for his eyes to get back, but he's still gonna end up fighting Killer B. Anywho, now Naruto gets back from Mount Miyaboku, and I meant to say that he learns like some basic genjutsu, like not really hard, but he does know some sage arts and genjutsu, like some of the ones that the toads used. So, anyways, Naruto gets back, and once he gets back, he goes back, eats a bowl of ramen, and then he goes to Bachan, Lady Tsunade, and asks, "Where's Jiraiya?" And then she's like, she just didn't say anything. And then, right as that moment happened, one of the Lord Fukasaku comes in. Comes in the room with Gamabunta, Gamakichi, and says, "Oh, Naruto boy, you're already here. There's some bad news. Jiraiya boy has passed on." Oh my gosh, yeah, Jiraiya boy has passed on, and so now, since Jiraiya has passed on, and Naruto has this depressed state here, and this happens a lot sooner, so that now it's like more devastating. And so he still goes back, and Lord Fukasaku offers him to stay and train more in Mount Miyaboku. He can learn some more stuff, maybe like open the cage. And he's probably gonna get the cage to the Kurama cage, but he's right now depressed. And Shikamaru finds out about this. The whole thing with Kurenai and Asuma, that ship still happens and everything, right? So yeah, so now that still happens, after the like a week or two, Iruka and Shikamaru cheer him up and everything, and now they examine. He has all the other clues, so Naruto still finds out all the other clues to find out the secrets of the 6 pads of pain. And after Naruto knows the secret message, then he actually now can. He's like thinking about it more. Like now he goes to Mount Miyaboku and he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it and he's thinking about it. Sasuke is still doing his thing, but I think it's Team Taka now. Taka. And so now, basically, he still wants to destroy the Leaf Village, well, mainly Danzo. So now, basically, he goes to Mount Miyaboku, and then they give him the key to the cage, and since he already won the bet with the Nine Tails, which I can consider that he would still be proud of him with all of his powers, he tells Lord Fukasaku about these powers that he has. He doesn't know what they are, and he wants to control them. So first he lets out the Nine Tails, and they still have a fight. He still has a fight, and the Nine Tails gets wiped down on the floor. He gets destroyed. And so he has his full cooperation. Actually, no, let me fix that. He doesn't like completely get destroyed, but he's like, it's like the regular fight. Like Naruto's still struggling, but Naruto's still able to absorb a tailed beast bomb, which I did say the tailed beasts are a lot stronger. So basically, yeah, basically if Naruto goes Ashura mode with Grama, it's a lot. He's a lot bigger. He's like humongous, and he has a lot of power. The Susanoo is a little bit bigger, but it's not as big as the Nine Tails, because that was kind of rigged. I saw. I didn't really think the Susanoo was supposed to be that big, but anyways, Amado is still able to like control the Nine Tails, which Kurama. Anyways, he trains Meliodas' power to the fact that the Nine Tails boosts his anger to like make it so that he can use Meliodas' powers, and now he's eventually able to control assault mode, a regular assault mode. And now he's already can control some of the sunshine, so he can use it to not until like what's it called? The one mode. Not that he doesn't know about the ultimate one. And if he does use the ultimate one, he wouldn't die from it because he has a lot of life force because he's still Uzumaki. And anywho, so now Naruto gets back from the Mount Miyaboku to find out that the Leaf Village is destroyed, and he finds the Toad still finds out. Like they leave a Toad with them, Danzo still kills the Toad, and this time, actually not, yeah, this time, still, the same thing still happens with everything. Lady Tsunade gets saved, Bachan gets saved by Naruto, and there, because Bachan, well, yeah, Bachan gets saved, and Naruto is back to the fight, and there's, like, different, like, paths of pain. This time, still the gold summoning, and Naruto still, it's, like, not the same fight. Naruto goes ahead and uses Shadow Clones to does the Sage Mode trick, and he can go into Sage Mode for longer than 5 minutes, like a good bit of time. And he's not going to use the Nine Tails. He's probably going to use KCM1, but nothing else, nothing much. So he's using KCM, he's just using, Sage Mode, and he's using some of Meliodas' powers and some of the sunshine. So everyone's a little noticing that it's hot and it's, everything. And it still comes down to the fact that, because Pain has hacks. He has hacks. So he still gets pinned down. And I'm going to say that the King of Hell Path didn't get killed. At the end, it was actually the absorbing path when it was like he throws the Boston Shuriken at one and he tries to absorb it, but it was a substitution. The, the King of Hell Path was in front. So now King of Hell Path is still with the I forgot what the one's called, with the Almighty Push and Planetary Devastation. That one is still alive. Them two. So that means that the King of Hell Path then revives the Absorbing Path and the Summoning Path again. Well, not the Summoning. Which one is it? The robot one. And now Naruto's having a hard time, but he still gets pinned down. But now it's still him in the pushing path with the planetary. I don't know, I forgot what it's called. Sorry about that. Yeah. So anyways, Naruto still gets pinned down again. I'm sorry if it just cut out from there. I meant to say Naruto still gets pinned down again, and so he still asks Pain why is he doing this, and Pain, the speech that Pain gave is this, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll it now.
You asked me why I'm doing all this, but even if I told you why, I doubt very strongly that the knowledge would change anything at all. But let's say that I take the time to explain it to you. What do you think would happen then? My goal is to fulfill the dream even Jiraiya Sensei was unable to achieve. What I want is to create peace and bring about justice. Oh, I see. That is noble of you. That would be justice. However, what about my family? My friends? My village? They suffer the same fate as this village at the hands of you Hidden Leaf Ninja. How is it fair to let only you people preach about peace and justice? Once, the Land of Fire and the Hidden Leaf had grown too big. To protect their national interests, they forced feudal clans to wage war against each other. and profited from it. Otherwise, the people of the villages would have starved. As it happened, our little nation and its villages became the battlefield where the great nations waged their war. Each time they did, our nation was ravaged and laid to waste. After many such battles, the great nation stabilized, but our smaller nation suffered, and it barely recovered. You and I are both seeking the very same thing. We both want to achieve the peace that Jiraiya Sensei envisioned. You and I are the same. We're both motivated by our desire for peace and justice. The justice that I have delivered against the Leaf Village is no different from what you are trying to do to me. Everyone feels the same pain when losing something dear. You and I have both experienced that pain. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine. We're both just ordinary men who have been driven to seek vengeance in the name of justice. And if one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice will only breed further vengeance and trigger a vicious cycle of hatred. Right now, we live in such a cycle. I know the past and can foretell our future. It is the same as our history. So we believe that human beings simply cannot understand each other, and they never will. The shinobi world of ours is ruled by hatred, and hatred alone. So, Naruto, how would you confront this hatred in order to create peace? I want to know what your answer is.
Anyways, yeah. So after that, Naruto answers with "I don't know." He still answers the same thing, and at the same time, Hinata comes in and tries saving Naruto. Same thing happens there, but this time Naruto actually goes on a rampage with both two things, which when I'm pretty sure when negativity's been put in the Nine Tails chakra, it still goes red. So Naruto has like his share of the Nine Tails chakra that he can use, and he still goes into his six tails, but he also goes on a rampage with Meliodas' powers and is now in five commandment state. And he is very much mad, but this time the sunshine is not countering it up. So Naruto is going on a full rampage. He goes and he gets sealed in the planetary devastation, and he still escapes with Minato Minato and Kushina still not showing their chakra, but this time it's one other person that helps save him. It's the seven deadly sins. It's Meliodas himself, Escanor, Merlin, Gother, Deanne, King, and that's it, and Bon. So, as they talk, Naruto's confused. Who are you? Who are you guys? What are you guys doing here? They're like, we're the ones that have the power. And then among the shadows comes King Arthur, the one that holds the chaos energy. They all come to him and say, all the powers that you have mastered, those are as our seven powers, but the one power you have not accomplished yet is this man's that named Arthur's powers. He has chaos powers, ruling over all, and now you shall control, and we will, and listen to me now, says Meliodas. Listen to my words. Using my powers must require a lot of emotion, and a lot of emotion that's not needed. You have to control yourself and figure out a way to use my powers. Or if you get too mad and control, my father will control me. He is in a different realm, but he still will be able to control you. Which is the king will, like, he can control him over. Like, there's still, like, the demon king. He can still, that's like a still thing. He can take over. And later on, Meliodas says, You must come and help us. Help us. Repay us for all the powers that author here has given you. You will keep the powers, but you still must help us later on after you have mastered these powers. And Naruto replies, okay, thank you. And then he gets to himself and he comes out with only Sage Mode because his last clone. He has like 3 clones that can use Sage Mode. He doubles up the Sage Mode and Naruto starts using KCM1 with Sage Mode. He has just Sage Mode eyes with the orange on the outside with just a single, like, your pupil, circle pupil, and then like 2 little lines coming out the sides. Now, Naruto fights Pain. He defeats him same way, but this time he does not complete. He destroys the body, but then yet rebuilds it, as there's something special about Pain that he thinks that it's very important. Now he reverse tracks Nagato, and goes and finds Nagato. Nagato, as we know, is Pain. He goes to him and says, "Why?" He tells the story yet again over, and Nagato still sacrifices his life. But this time, Naruto tries reversing the effects of the Vinay rebirth. Nagato was able to live a tiny bit longer, and was able to tell Konan these words: "Keep, give the eye, keep these eyes safe. Madara might come for them." Okay, Konan, and he has his last words for Yahi. He tells Konan that I will tell Yahiko in the next world everything at all. Thank you, Konan, and you have served me well. Just go and live your life. Just don't die. That's all that Nagato says. And Nagato has died there. Konan still doesn't. I just did this just because of the touching words of Konan. This different word. This something different I want to do. Konan still goes to the Rain Village and leaves, and she still does the same thing. And now Naruto is rewarded as a hero, but Naruto is more. When he's being celebrated, he's trying to stay more calm. He's more calm about everything, and he thinks about what he's been told. Then why does that happen? He hears after the celebration, he goes and gets a bowl of Ichiraku noodles, cup noodles, at his house. His house is still there. Then he goes and has been told. He goes in his mind, talks with the Nine Tails, Kurama, for a while, and then ends up hearing a voice. Naruto, you did well. Don't worry about it. And I did already say that Naruto had the chakra chains, by the way. I already said that. I'm pretty sure I did. But he does have chakra chains. That's just lucky. He just has chakra chains. Now he hears a word from 2 people. The 4th Hokage. And he's like, who are you? And who's the red hair girl over there? And that's Kushina and Minato. Remember, Naruto's a lot taller and bigger in terms of other things. Like, he's taller and everything. Anyways, he's like as big as, a little bit shorter than as tall as the last Naruto, but it's more buff. Anyways, he now is talking to them, and they're like, where are your parents? And he just always has that touching moment with Minato and Kushina, and they talk for a while, and Naruto's still been told the mask man Madara is behind everything. And so at this point in time, at this point in time, what's it called? Sasuke is fighting Killer Bee. Killer Bee, the 8 Tails Jinchuriki, which Killer Bee still lives with his hacks, and now is able to escape with less, like, that tentacle is like not even that big of a deal, like not that much chakra, but Killer Bee, the 8 Tails, is still big, and so Killer Bee is still missing, and the Hokage still wants a 5 Kage summon. And actually, that's where I'm going to leave it off. I might do a triple upload this week. I kind of feel like it. So, weekend, at least. Hope you enjoyed this. It's Jat, and it's Jat. Hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Bye! End of this video. Hope you enjoyed. Please take care and stay safe. If you want, you can subscribe to my main channel. It's that, which is actually like my actual thing. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. I might do a triple upload, and see you guys later. Bye.